All right, good morning everyone. I just wanted to give you a little bit of information about what you're doing today so I can clear up some questions that you may have. We're going to be launching our bottle rockets soon, and I'll show you guys how the launcher works and all of that once I get back. What you're going to be doing today in zero period for the whole period, and in fourth period after you finish the quiz, you'll be going through and learning a little bit about bottle rockets so that you can create the best rocket possible. After you take the quiz on Go Formative and do your best work, I know you'll do fine, you're going to go to Google Classroom, and there are 4 assignments that you're going to take a look at, or 4 things you're going to take a look at. Some of them need to be done online, and some of them need to be done in your notebook. So what you're going to do is you're going to complete these activities after you finish the quiz, or for zero period, this is what you're going to work on. The first thing is a Google form. To complete it, you need to read the article that's linked there. So you're going to read about forces on a rocket. It's a pretty short article. You'll learn about forces and things like that, and then you'll answer some questions on this Google form. Please make sure you fill it in carefully. After you do that, the next thing I'm asking you to do is watch a quick Edpuzzle video about bottle rockets. You'll go through, and you guys know Edpuzzle now, you'll answer or read where you have the comments. I think I posted it 3 times for every class. I assigned it 3 times for every class. You only need to do it once. Don't do it 3 times. That would be silly. After you do the Edpuzzle, you're going to read, and do spend some time reading this because it has some important information about how you're going to build your rockets. Read through this rocket tips, and it's a 2-page document on Google Classroom. Up here it says answer these questions. The questions appear on the next little piece of little assignment in Google Classroom. So you're just going to read this document. Then Rocket Notebook page is where you're going to spend a little bit of time. You can do some more research. There are 2 more links to making a good bottle rocket, and then you're going to answer questions 1, 2, and 3 in a notebook. These can't be done on a tablet, even if you usually work on a tablet, a Chromebook, or a computer. I need these done on paper. You're going to answer questions 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to copy this data table into your notebook. After you finish that, we may have some time for a video at the end, but if we don't, there are a few other things that I want to show you about our bottle rocket research. Okay, these are very important, super important things, so please listen up even if you've been tuning me out up till now. Some frequently asked questions. How many people in a group? I have enough bottles for every group to use 1 bottle. So groups are going to be of 4, and I will help you guys make those groups at next class, unless you bring in a bottle. It has to be a 2-liter bottle that looks like this. I am not encouraging soda drinking. I think it's bad for you, and I just buy one and dump it down the drain if you need to. I know that's horrifying to hear, but if you do have a 2-liter bottle, bring one in. If you can't get one, it's not a big deal. You don't need to run out to the store. I have some here. You'll just be put in a group of 4. Will you work in your table groups? For now, we're going to say we're going to work in our table groups unless you are someone who can bring in a bottle. So again, if you are able to do that, that's going to allow you to work in maybe a smaller group, or work in a group with people other than your table group if that's your preference. It has to be a 2-liter bottle like this. Don't bring in other oddly shaped bottles, please. All right, I will provide you cardboard to make the fins. I have some cardstock and other types of paper that we can use to make nose cones, but if you've done your research and you've decided you want to use some other materials, you can bring them in. I will provide boring silver duct tape and clear tape, scissors, cardboard, and string. Your rocket will not look like this, and this is going to be a heavy rocket that's not going to fly well. There's going to be all sorts of drag from the useless decorations they've added, but if you're someone who loves fancy duct tape and you want that on your rocket, you have to bring it in. If you use my materials, your rocket's going to end up looking more like this one, which could very possibly fly much better. So again, Everything you need to build a rocket will be here in class, but if you want anything extra, including maybe a bag for a parachute or a different material for fins, or maybe a tennis ball to give it some weight on the nose cone, things like that, those are things you may want to consider bringing in from home. Even if you bring something in and don't end up using it, that's fine too. Maybe just bring in some things so you do have some options. That's it. I hope you have a great day. You can email me if you have questions or concerns. Don't get too excited about making groups and all that. I will sort that out when I come back, and I'll make sure that everyone is in a good group to build these rockets. It's going to be a fun project. Have a great day, you guys.